Do you find it hard to create new content to post to your social media accounts and you don't want to repeat any content as well, right? Well, the answer to these questions is repurposing your old content. Hi, this is Vedat from Socionova, and today in this episode of Socionova Solutions, we are taking a look at 7 ways you can repurpose your old content for your social media accounts. These tips will not only help you save time and resources, but they will improve the overall quality of your content as well. So let's get started, shall we? So the first and probably the easiest way to repurpose your old content is by simply recreating graphics with your old photos. For example, let's say you have shared a few photos of your employees or company which have performed great in the past. You can just reuse them and create new inspirational code graphics or anything else about your company. You can use a tool like Canva, which will allow you to use your old photos in the background, and on them you can add new text, maybe an inspirational quote or anything else about your company. So within 2 minutes you have a new graphic which looks original, but that is essentially just your old photograph created in a new way. So that's probably, I think, the easiest way to repurpose your old content. The second and another easy way to repurpose your old content is to refurbish your old or evergreen content which has performed well in the past. Evergreen content is essentially content which is relevant all the time. So let's say, for example, you have a blog post from 2018 which performed well then, and now you can reshare it maybe with a new spin. You can add your comments, or you can share a case study with it which emphasizes the content of that 2018's blog post. So this way you not only have repurposed your old content, but you have re-emphasized that what you had said in 2018 was correct, and this is one way to build credibility for your content. Third, instead of starting from scratch, you can build upon old content, updating it from time to time. So let's say, for example, you had shared a blog post or video in 2018 talking about the recent social media marketing trends then. Now you can just update that particular blog post or create a part 2 video which talks about the recent social media marketing trends for 2020. This way, as I said, you won't have to start from scratch, but again you will build credibility because you are following upon the content you had created previously, and both of these things are excellent for your social media marketing efforts. Fourth, you can repurpose your old survey data or statistics to create new posts or graphics. Let's say, for an example, your business had collected some data in 2018 or 19. Then now you can create a series of posts telling the facts of how things were at that time, or maybe how things have changed since then. People love numbers. People are always curious about such things. So these type of posts not only engage the audience, but also educates them. So try it. It's a nice way of repurposing your old content. Fifth, you can create summary posts to repurpose your great content which you have created recently. For example, you can create a video calling it "In Case You Missed It" and then including the details of your recent posts in it, or maybe you can create a best of the month post where you talk about the recent great posts that you have shared on your social media accounts in that particular month. Such type of summary posts are not only easy on you because you are essentially resharing whatever content you have created already, but these are also a great way for your audience to cherish whatever great content you have shared recently. So it's a win-win for you and your audience as well. Try it. It's a nice way of repurposing your old content. Sixth, you can create an ebook to repurpose your old content. If you share content in a series format, let's say social media marketing tips or recipes of a kind or facts about your industry, then you can combine the different posts in a series and simply create an ebook out of it. When you share this ebook on social media, it's not only a great way for your audience to get combined information at one place, but this ebook can also serve as a lead magnet for your business. Plus, creating an ebook is not really hard. You can simply do it yourself, and this serves as a great way to repurpose your old content into a combined format for your social media accounts. The seventh and probably the most exciting way for me to repurpose your old content is to give a throwback to everything and anything about your business. I'm sure you must have had a few great events recently. Maybe you received an award, maybe there was an Employee of the Month picture, maybe there was an event where all of your team was involved. I'm sure you have already shared it on social media, but by resharing all these memories, you're not only re-celebrating yourself, but you're also creating nostalgia for your loyal followers. Social media is about showing off what we have achieved, and this is a nice way of not only engaging with your audience, but creating a conversation around it. So don't be shy and give a throwback to anything that is great about your business. So to summarize the 7 ways to effectively repurpose your old content on social media, here are those again. First, you can use your old photos as background for your new graphics. Second, you can refurbish your old or evergreen content that had created buzz in the past. Third, you can build upon older content, updating it from time to time. Fourth, you can use your old survey or statistics to create new posts or graphics. Fifth, you can create summary posts to repurpose your content. Sixth, you can create an ebook to summarize all the content you have shared in a series. And seventh, you can give a throwback to everything and anything about your business. So to conclude, I can confidently say that repurposing your old content on social media is not only possible, but I highly recommend it. There is no point in investing a lot of time and money again and again in creating old content. Original content should form a big chunk of your overall content, but repurposing old content not only helps you save resources, but it's something people also like. So I hope these 7 ways help you in repurposing your content on social media. If you use them, please let me know how it went for you. If you have any new ideas about repurposing your content, let me know in the comments below. This is Vedant Deshpande, and I'll see you soon in another episode of Sociono Solutions.